What's up, everybody? Welcome back. And now that we've laid out our ship fitting, we're going to get into what we should be looking for with ore. So there's a pretty handy website that I'm going to show you here. And it's called Fuzzwork, I think. I don't know. Here's the address, www.fuzzwork.co.uk/ore/? Region, and then you can probably delete the rest of that stuff. Anyway. So what this shows you is what ore is selling for by itself. And this is without even giving any consideration for the minerals themselves, right? So you're not selling minerals by itself. You're selling ore by itself. So if you look, the column that you probably want to pay most attention to is ISK per cubic meter. Right? So this means that like the value of your cargo hold is effectively. And so, for every, right now in that venture, remember we had an ore hold of 5,000 cubic meters. Well, that shows, 5,000 times 186, 173, 248, 285. So you start to notice some patterns here. This is obviously the most expensive. You're going to have to be in like null sec or wormhole space, I would guess, or W space, in order to find mercoxit, and I wouldn't worry about that for a good long time. In high sec, and as an alpha character, at least initially, you're probably only going to be seeing, for the vast majority of your time, these first four columns: Veldspar, Scordite, Pyroxeres, and Plagioclase. Now, the rest, Omber, Kernite, Jaspit, all the way down to like maybe Hemorphite, maybe even below. I think you can find this information somewhere, but regardless, these will be found, these next like four columns or four rows, you can find those in cosmic anomalies that are like sort of temporary spawns in a given area. So it's good to know which of those, if you come across it, is worth the most. And so looking at it right here, if we find Jaspit, Hemorphite, or Kernite, basically keep this page open while you're looking for a place to mine. So for me, I look at these two generally. Plagioclase is the most lucrative right here, and Pyroxeres is the second most. So that's probably what I'm going to be looking for. So I'm going to leave this page up and we can switch back to it. Now, if we get into this a little bit, I'm going to, because of where I'm at, I went back to the noob station and I need to get myself out and away. Where am I? There we go. All right. So I don't want to go to low sec because I'm a weenie. And that's just how it goes. Let's set that destination. Yeah. No. Yeah, alright. So that's 12 jumps. I'm mostly going to get out until I'm in these lower. You're going to find an easier time. You're going to have an easier time finding the lower or the higher value ore in lower security space. So if you can get to 0.6 or 0.5 space, you're going to have a little bit better luck. So let's undock and see how it goes. In general, just to go back while we're undocking, looking at this site, note that the volume per unit of ore is very different, and it goes up pretty drastically. So you can hold a shit ton of Veldspar compared to, units of Hemorphite or Hedbergite or whatever. So let's get back into it. I just wanted to point that out and make sure that, the right scene is showing. And where we go? There we go. All right. Now as we jump, I'm going to open up my probe scanner and make sure my anomalies are unfiltered. Well, I'm going to stop. Okay. Well, I'm already warping. Okay. But there's some ore sites here. These are asteroid belt remnants. And these anomalies are where you're going to find those rarer ores that we were talking about. So I'm just going to leave this open. You can drag the actual probe scanner out of there. if you don't want this whole map up. So why don't we do that? And just as we go along the way, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. Oh, okay. Let me mute that tab so you don't hear all kinds of strange things. Well, just to give it a try, I'm going to warp to this asteroid belt remnant. I'm going to keep my mining. Yeah, so if we want, we can just hop out, fly right to one of these asteroid belts, and see what's there. And I guess let's make that this first video. We'll just check and see what's around us. So right now, we've got a couple anomalies, and we've got the regular asteroid belts here in this system by itself. Now, because... Oh, alright. So, we've got all kinds of Veldspar here. I'm not terribly interested in Veldspar, but let's check out this third one and see what's there. Now, if you notice that all of these are like a smaller icon, hopefully we'll go to one and there'll be some larger ones. That shows you, like we talked about in some of the mining or some of the business career agent missions, the size of the icon shows you how big or how much ore is in that actual asteroid. So it looks like just more Veldspar. I would guess that if we go to, you know, one of these asteroid belts, it will also be completely Veldspar, because we're in 0.8 security space. We're literally in the system with the noob area. So there isn't the risk here is about as low as you're going to get, and therefore the return is going to be pretty damn low as well. And look at this. So you've got 2 asteroids left. This should tell you that your asteroid belts can get mined out. So I'm going to go back here where there seem to be a lot more asteroids, a lot more ore to pick from. We'll just harvest up a cargo hold full of Veldspar, and then we'll see how much it's worth at the beginning of the next video. So you don't have to sit here and watch me fill up 5,000 cubic meters of cargo space. I'll make these videos kind of where I find a place, I start mining, I end the video, and then at the beginning of the next video we'll assess what we did in the last one and sort of what the profits looked like. So yeah, so let me just approach one of these asteroids. We'll turn on my... Yeah, I gotta be 17 kilometers in to... Okay, so that's pretty big. So I'm theoretically approaching one of these asteroids. I don't see many more. Looks like I'm getting close to this one. It may just be really spread out in here, which is unfortunate. Ideally, you want to get a bunch. You want to be like situate yourself kind of right in the middle of a bunch of asteroids, because your lasers have a range, and I've got a range of 10 kilometers. So right now, I only have 2 asteroids that are... I should probably stop here. I've got 3. Go ahead and stop. Go ahead and stop. There we go. All right, so I'm going to target 2, and just to give a point of example, because I actually happen to have a scanner. This asteroid has... I have no idea how to read this. I don't think I've ever scanned an asteroid before. But it looks like it's suggesting that it's got somewhere... Oh, these are all the asteroids around me. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this one only has 5,000 or 5,800 units. This indicates what I'm targeting. And so between these 3 asteroids, I only have like 10,000 units. So I'm going to set one laser on that one, another laser on that one, and I'll just have this third one targeted just for when this runs out. So I'm going to sit here, but I'll put my drones out into space to defend me should anything show up. And I'll end the video here. So that's like at least a first blush of kind of what you want to do when you start thinking about where you're going to mine, what you're going to mine. The little survey scanner is definitely not necessary because you're going to mine everything that's in that asteroid regardless of how much is in it. So yeah, I wouldn't lose too much sleep or spend any money to pick one up. That's me. Other people probably feel differently. So you go with whatever you're comfortable with. I'm going to mine these. We'll let a full cycle go through. It looks like we're about done. And we'll see each one just fill up the cargo hold here. So for each minute, I'm picking up about 200 units or 200 cubic meters worth of Veldspar. So that 1 minute earned me 24 about 24,000 ISK. So there you go. Now I've got myself stopped. I'm not aligned to anything, so I'm not like exercising really safe practices here. I'm in about as safe situation as I can be. People, if they wanted to gank me out here, they could, and there would be no point. I'm in like the cheapest ship you can buy. I don't have any implants whatsoever. Well, actually, I may have one or two, but they're like the cheapest implants that you can have. Let's see, where are they? Yeah, I've got, yeah. Okay, I've got really, this should be level 1. Yeah, +1. There you go. So there's no reason for people to be like ganking fools out in asteroid anomalies in the noob zone in high security space. There's no reason. So I'm just letting myself sit here. Generally speaking, it's not the best idea, but I'm in about as safe as place as you could be. So all right. So that's it. So keep in mind, use Fuzzworks, which if you there we go. If you use that website, you can just do a search for Fuzzwork or values, and you'll get a link to this. And let this kind of help guide you for the best way to make money. So right now I'm just going at the base unit. Every cubic meter I get 10 units of Veldspar. And it's not going to be worth it to me to process the Veldspar. It'll probably just be worth a lot more if I just sell it as ore as opposed to processing it and selling the minerals. So anyway, thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, by all means, hit me up in the comments. We'll be going through this step by step, maybe in a cycle. So 1 week we'll do exploration, 1 week we'll do mining, the next week we'll do mission running, maybe we'll do a week of courier mission. I mean, like there's all kinds of things to get into here and different areas of space to explore. So we'll start here and we'll see how far this takes us. And if you guys want to see something in particular or learn something in particular, let me know. The odds are good I won't know it either, but it'll do both of us good, and I'll learn it and we can walk through it together. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.